Join me every morning for the RBB Morning Show. 5-minute tips from a business and marketing consultant with a rock star attitude and 2 successful agencies. Join me, Danielle Ralston, the Rockstar CEO, each morning. Ask your marketing, sales, and business questions. And get the clarity you need to become a rockstar diva of your own empire. So today we're bumping off Pinterest Week and with our new format. So I'm really excited to be diving into the 5-minute tips that I'm going to be doing for you from now on regarding just diving into all of the things. This does not work for me. I got to move this again. All of the things that we do each day and why Pinterest is so freaking amazing for our businesses. So Pinterest is essential because it is the 3rd biggest search engine in the world. We've talked about this before. We've talked about this so many times. And it's really important to make sure that you are truly diving in and doing all of the things that you can for your business. And Pinterest is one of those huge pieces. I really can't stress enough how big of a deal Pinterest is because Pinterest is the 3rd biggest search engine in the world. We know that. It is not social media, but it is very much part of your marketing strategy. So starting a business Pinterest account is number 1, so important. Pinterest business accounts are hugely important. It is against the terms of service to be using your personal account to be doing business. End of story. Pinterest is huge, but do it right. Doing Pinterest right requires you just a little bit of work. Connect your website to Pinterest. When you connect your website right, I'll go through all of those pieces next week or later this week. But Pinterest, get your business account. You get analytics. You can use your business name. Hello, brand recognition. That's so important to use your business name and all of the things. Have it match everywhere, whether that's your first name, your last name, but make sure that it's also strategically SEO based. So if you are Danielle Ralston VA, make sure your name on Pinterest is Danielle Ralston VA. Your SEO behind that is going to be huge, whether that's your website name or not, still do it. You get rich pins. Rich pins equal easy advertising, promotion, all of those things, which means you can grow your business even more. That is so important. Again, all of this is around your business growth and Pinterest growth and growth strategies and profit strategies, which I talked about last week. So make sure that you're really diving in and doing this right. You will look like a real business, not a hobby business. I talk about that all the time. And it is so important to look and feel like a true business. Otherwise, nobody's going to take you seriously. And those of you struggling to get clients, there's a reason for it. It's because you're not doing something right. There's something not right in your message, in how you're doing things and how you're portraying yourself. One of the things that I will do with this to look professional is get a real email address. Be professional. And you get all of that when you can have rich pins, add extra details to your pins for your website, which means your pin will show a branding factor, favicon, title of your blog and description, more information about you when they do that. And you can get some call to action buttons as you progress and grow in Pinterest. All of those things are huge. You will look like a real business again and not a hobby. Stop treating your business like a hobby and treat it like a real business. Oh yeah, the traffic to your website is going to grow. That is also majorly important. You want your business to grow. That's the point of having a business. The point of having a business is not just to look pretty and fake online. It is to be authentic. Hello, Royal Treatment Travel. Good morning. Good morning. And make sure that you are truly moving your business ahead the way it needs to. The idea of Pinterest is driving traffic to your website, driving traffic to wherever you point, whether it's your website, your social media posts, your YouTube channel, wherever it is you want to draw traffic to. It is so important that your Pinterest is set up right to do that. I can't stress that enough. Set it up right. Again, this is 5-minute quick tips. Just want to dive in and show you guys everything every day. I'm going to be doing more. There will be a longer show available to you through my Patreon next week about Pinterest, but 5-minute quick tips every day. Have a happy Monday. Remember to rise strong and become limitless in everything you do every day. Have a great one, everybody.
It's Tuesday, the last Tuesday in April. I know most of us can't believe that. It's crazy. I can't believe how fast April has flown, considering we're all quarantined and can't go anywhere. Who knew that you could stay home and be bored and still have things go fast? I didn't. So I hope you're all having an amazing day today and are set up for success. I want to hear what you've done to set yourself up for success each and every day while you've been quarantined, and how you set yourself up for success in being able to grow your business and keep moving. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. But it is possible. I promise. So I'm hoping that you have figured out something amazing to do for your business and for yourself today. I am sharing everything everywhere. There we go. I'm done sharing. So today we're still talking about Pinterest. This week is 5-minute Pinterest tips. And today we're talking about SEO. SEO is the key to Pinterest. This is why Pinterest is not social media. SEO is key. I mean, SEO does sort of carry over into your social media with hashtags and but it is not the same. It is a search engine. So SEO is absolutely key. So again, let me say that. I know I repeat this every time I talk about Pinterest. Pinterest is not social media. It is a search engine. It is so important that everybody know that and everybody focus on that, because social media is treated very, very, very differently. And you should be focused on each of those things in different ways. Pinterest is a visual search engine. So you've got to catch people's attention visually. But how do people find your content in the first place on Pinterest? I get this question all the time. SEO is key. What are your keywords? What are your key phrases? What is your SEO on your website? This has to carry over into Pinterest. If they don't match, you will not get the traffic that you're looking for. And Google will actually decrease your domain authority if your SEO is not consistent across the board. Yes, it is a killer. I'm saying this very slowly. To your domain authority if you do not match your SEO between your website and your Pinterest and your YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, the same goes across. Your SEO needs to be consistent, because building quality backlinks is essential to growing your domain authority of your website, to growing the traffic of your website, to growing your visibility online. Quality SEO grows everything about your website traffic, what it means to be a business, and gaining that authority online and getting you up to the first page on Google. When somebody searches for you, they need to be able to find you quickly. If your SEO is not strong, it is not optimized, it is not done correctly, and it isn't consistent across all platforms, you are decreasing your ability to be found online. So SEO is the key to being found online. So if you're out there talking about who you are, what you do, who your business is, all of those things, the 5 W's and an H. If you're talking about that in your social media, people will go to your website, but they're not looking for you. They're being sent to your website. They're not looking for your website. This is why Pinterest is so different, is it's for people to find your website, to find you in traffic, which is why SEO is so important to be consistent across the board, because people will find you out of the blue that aren't necessarily looking for you. They're looking for somebody who is a VA, somebody who is a social media manager or whatever. When your SEO is on point and strong and consistent across all of the platforms you use, then you can be found online. So hope that helps. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to rise strong and become limitless today. Have an amazing day. Today, we're talking about Pinterest. We're still talking about Pinterest. We've been talking about it all week, and we're talking about SEO for Pinterest. So Pinterest SEO, what does it mean? What do you do with it? Excuse me. Well, that's actually pretty easy. Remember, Pinterest is a search engine, not social media. So get that social media piece out of your head, because it is a search engine. And when you use it properly, SEO is a huge piece of that. So with your SEO, and you have to work on this, you have to find your keywords, find your key phrases, find what targets and what things your audience is searching for. If you don't know how to do that, reach out to me. This is something I do all of the time. I put keyword lists and key phrase lists together for clients. I have, not that you could see my whiteboard over here, but I have a huge list over here of my own keywords and key phrases, and I'm always adding to them. And it's important to keep doing that. It's something you need to keep looking for and keep looking at, especially with things like right now, people are searching for different things than they normally would. So there are different keywords and key phrases going on right now. Even if it's for the same items, products, services, things like that, there's just different ways that people are looking for them. So make sure you understand what those are, and you're consistently keeping that list updated. So every keyword, every phrase gets its own board on Pinterest. This is how people search for you. This is how people search for the service you offer, the product you sell, whatever that is, the freebie you have to give away. Keywords and key phrases get their own board. So you could have 12 variations of women in business, woman-owned business, women in business, female entrepreneur, female entrepreneurship, female-owned business, women who work from home, mom who works from home. I mean, you're saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again in different ways. But every time you put a board up, you give new ways to be searched for. Make sure that those keywords and key phrases are in every pin, in the descriptions for every single pin that is in that board as well. That's, again, consistency in your keywords, consistency in your SEO is a huge piece of this. If you're not consistent with it, then it's not going to do you any good. So SEO is key. If you don't understand SEO, I have some things over on the Be Boss Girl community. I'm going to post a link to the SEO category. I've got all kinds of SEO information over there for you. It really does help, and it really does help you get established and move forward with your business so that you can truly get found online. I mean, that is the point of SEO. Good morning, Brenda Lee. I am doing very, very well today. How are you? So SEO, site engine optimization. So you want site engines to be your words to be optimized so search engines will find you. Pinterest, again, a search engine. So you want to be found. To be found, you need to know what your keywords are. To find your keywords, you need to know who your ideal client is and what your ideal client is searching for. Just because you think they're searching for VAs, you will find that the word, phrase, initials, VA don't get searched for very often. Even though that's something you see a lot in Facebook groups, when searching on a search engine, people aren't typing in VA to search. They're typing in remote assistant, virtual assistant, remote secretary, work from home secretary. Those are things that they're searching for. VA is not something they're searching for. So if you have VA all over your website, VA all over your Pinterest boards, you're not being found correctly. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you're always knowing exactly what your ideal client, prospective client is looking for, because it may not be, and it probably is not what you really think it is. So really make sure that you're taking a look at that and evaluating what those keywords, key phrases are, and creating a way to be reached. That's what Pinterest is all about, is creating that way to be found and to be reached. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to rise strong, become limitless. RBB, we're all about rising strong, becoming limitless, and being a boss girl or guy so that you can dominate in your business. Have a great day, everybody. Having a great day. It's almost the end of April. I can't believe it. It's nuts. Can't believe tomorrow is May 1st. So I hope you're all having an amazing start to your morning and you are ready for a super successful day, and you have planned for a successful day today. Today, we're talking about cleaning up and repinning on your Pinterest and how important it is to really share the love on Pinterest, because if you aren't repinning, then you're using it wrong. So first, let's talk about cleaning up Pinterest. Cleaning up in Pinterest is essential, especially if you've used it. It used to be a personal page and you're reusing it and have reallocated it to a business page. Remember, I told you to turn it into a business page. That's number one. But if you pinned a bunch of personal things, you were pinning recipes, you were pinning things that didn't have anything to do with your business, don't start deleting things. Deleting things, I don't care what platform you're on, deleting things is bad. Don't delete things, hide things. So you can make boards secret, you can make pins secret. That's super easy on Pinterest. Pinterest actually makes it easier than a lot of platforms do to clean up and make relevant for your business. So don't delete things, just clean up. Clean up, make sure everything is related to, complementary to, and points to your business. That is branding 101. If it's for your business, it should be for your business. Make sure that you're also repinning other people's content. Things that are complementary to yours, not things that are in direct competition. I see a lot of coaches post other life coach people's stuff. Don't do that. That really doesn't help you. And it points to somebody else that does the same thing as you. Find complementary material. For me, I am a digital marketer. For a Bee Boss Girl, we do digital marketing. So everything we talk about is SEO, email marketing, social media marketing, marketing 101, all of those kinds of things, web design, website, all of those things. But I will post something from a graphic designer. We aren't a graphic design firm. So I will post things from graphic designers. I will post quotes for business stuff. I will post stuff about people having a great business plan. I will post things from my own business strategy, my business coaching account that point back to. So yes, I post from my other business account. I have more than one business account. I do more than one business. I have one thing. Of course, I support myself in repinning my own pins. Super easy, super simple. Find somebody that you collaborate with and be repinning their content. I repin Brittany content, Life According to Brittany, or According to Brittany. I repin her content often on my Pinterest. It's very complimentary to mine. Gina, I repin her content. I can't say that today. Make sure that you're doing that. Don't reuse your own pins consistently and all of the time. That is bad for the algorithm. Just don't do that. Make sure that you have a repinning schedule so that you stay on schedule repinning content. If you're going to repin content to the same blog post, change the graphic, change the description. Yes, your link is obviously going to be the same, but I do for a blog post, I do 5 to 10 graphics that are completely different and change the descriptions. I use different bits and pieces out of a blog post so that I'm pointing to the same thing, but they all look completely different. They're not going to trigger the algorithms for doing something bad. These are super simple tips for getting your Pinterest, growing your Pinterest, sharing the love on Pinterest, and really getting out there and making Pinterest a huge part of your SEO strategy and Google searchability strategy. So remember, Pinterest is a search engine. Remember, Pinterest is SEO based. Remember, SEO equals board names, and delete things from your account equals hiding them. Don't delete. So here's some great tips this week that I've shared with you. I hope it really helps you dive in and learn more about Pinterest. I actually have a full Pinterest strategy course I'm going to be doing, Become Your Own Pinterest Strategist. Yes, I'm going to teach you exactly what I do for clients. I will show you client boards. So that is coming from me. So be watching that. I am going to be doing some really good deep dive Become Your Own Social Media Strategist, Become Your Own Pinterest Strategist courses. All of that is coming from me very soon. These little tidbits are pieces of what you'll learn in the course, obviously, but I'm only giving you 5 minutes worth of material. So I hope that you follow me and join me over on the Be Boss Girl business page and learn more about what's going on around here. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to rise strong and become limitless in everything you do today. Have a good one.